What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today we actually have some brand new footage for the capturing mechanics and some other things for Pokemon Legends Arceus. So this video is coming from last night, right around during when the Game Awards were going on, and it's this Japanese presentation going over some Nintendo games that are already out, and it's hosted by just the worst voices ever. It's so horrible. We're not going to be listening to any of the audio. Why? Because it sounds like this. Yeah, we're not going to listen to any of that audio, okay. But they're talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus, and there's going to be some things that we're going to be diving into here, and there is some actual noteworthy gameplay here. There's been a lot of little gameplay clips, but this is the first clip that we've seen that actually has sort of the whole scene come together. All of this we've seen already, right? Nothing new, I'm not going to go over this. Sweeping shots of the town, we've seen all this. Get your starter, go out in the wild. This is where we start to get to stuff that we haven't seen before, and I'm just gonna slow this down just a little bit here. So we see the player. On the left, we see the Arc phone, which supposedly we get that very early. I'm assuming that's one of the early plot points. Think of in Sun and Moon when you go and experience the Tapu over on the bridge. We see the bag, and then we see the notebook. On the right, we have Pokeball. We have the option to spin through things, and then we have some Japanese text down there. Let's see if I can translate that. The subtitle down here, this little gray area, it translates to Monster Ball, so I'm assuming that's Pokeball. And now the character focuses on this Bidoof off in the distance. I don't know if a button was pressed to go into this ball catching mode. Maybe X was pressed, because now the player is ready to throw the Pokeball. He walks over, we sort of get this circly area around Bidoof, I guess letting us know if it's actually going to be making contact. The Pokeball goes, and then the Pokemon is caught. A few things happen here. One, the Pokemon that is in your party gets experience, so we still get experience for catching Pokemon. Cool. Bidoof, which is a new entry, level 4. We have some text right here. Can we translate that real quick? This translates to catch the number of something one by one. I'm assuming this is the quest that we have to catch a Bidoof, or the Pokedex entry, to update our Pokedex entry. And it says catch one Bidoof, or catch one of this Pokemon. And now because the number is updated, it's now yellow, 1 of 1. And then at the top right, I'm just gonna guess that means autosave. Let's check it. Oh, it doesn't translate, it just says Zhang. Okay, but with the little icon right there, and then considering that's a pen, and then we have the pen down there, either this means autosave or an update to the journal. One of those two things. So now we see the Pokemon remain here, and then it fade away just before anything happened. I don't know if this Pokemon is then going to be added to the party. If we go really, really slow, do we see that transition, the animation right there? Our current Pokemon disappeared, and then that went away when the screen transitioned. There's no word if that Pokemon is going to be added to the party or how party composition actually works right now. So we see a Shinx over here, and apparently Shinx is about to send me a text message. He's typing right now. This is to let you know that you started to get the attention, and then we have the big Metal Gear Solid exclamation mark. You now have the attention of the Shinx. And now we have this big red icon here. I think this means that we're about to be intercepting an attack. And see how the eye is glowing? That means it's dangerous. That's what I'm guessing. Or is about to attack, and then the Shinx ran into us. We now have the black border around the outside because the player is damaged when it goes for the second Pokeball. This Geodude getting ready to attack. We have the red eyeball on top, and it looks like he's doing rollout at us. Starly, whatever the second one is, dodge the attack, threw out a Pokemon. Again, Oshawott level 16. We're not seeing the evolutions for a reason. It's pretty much confirmed that we have Hisuian forms of the starters. What they are, we don't know anything else, but if we don't have regional evolutions of these 3 starter Pokemon, I don't know, I'm gonna shave off my beard. Gotcha, Pokemon was caught. We have a Wurmple out here. We're also seeing an Oranberry. Oh, and now we go right into the battle with Cleaver over here, where we're throwing all the packets. I forgot the name of the packets, but the packets that weaken the opposing Pokemon. We have Heavy Ball, Great Ball, Basculegion. That was some pretty cool snow effects on Basculegion and the character. I like those environmental changes. The same clip we've seen of, you know, throwing a Pokeball at Octillery. So nothing seems to be new here except for getting a better look at the actual scene and how it flows through. We see that the missions update in real time, or the Pokedex completion. It's still a little vague on exactly how that works. Don't see any Pokemon evolving or anything else. That's a legitimate amount of time, man. You could have thrown like 3 balls by now, for real. Also, earlier today is this little stop motion animation bit with the brand new Hisuian Voltorb hanging out with Baneri, Pikachu, and I think for the first time ever, we've seen Spheal. I don't know if we've seen Spheal in the trailers before. And supposedly this is part 1 of a 2-part stop motion animation, and part 2 is going to be released, I think, in like 4 days or something, so maybe we get Electrode then. Maybe it's just this continuing animation going. But there's also one thing that I failed to really realize during the trailer yesterday, which was this scene right here. We do know that there's sort of a camp-like scene. We don't know the advantages or why you would actually want to use your camp feature or just take your Pokemon out of the balls to hang out with them. But we could clearly see that there's different sizes of Voltorb. Now, this isn't a new concept. This was introduced in Pokemon Go and then implemented in Pokemon Let's Go. However, there was no real visual differences for any of these Voltorb. In fact, the only Pokemon who's had visual differences for its size was the pumpkin, not Phantom, Pumpkaboo. Yes, Pumpkaboo. Okay. So Pumpkaboo, it does have different stats based on the size, so maybe that's going to be implemented with our brand new Pokemon trait system, which, if you haven't picked up on it, they're not using the traditional Eevee IV system. Instead, they're using something very different. This is going to be more like Final Fantasy than Pokemon. But now that we have different sizes, I don't know if we've seen them as different sizes in the overworld. Going back to this little bit that we just saw here, we see this small Geodude here. This Geodude maybe is the exact same size. Kind of hard to tell from these angles. And then also, that looks like a pretty big Wurmple. Granted, there's lots of things that could play into that. We don't know if that's, you know, just a misperception of what's going on here. Maybe it's a specific mission that you have to catch a large Wurmple. Know what I mean? To be honest, I'm just getting more and more excited for the Pokemon Legends Arceus and the brand new adventure that awaits us in the Hisui region. So guys, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.